What is up, everyone? It's your girl, Ariana, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, let's get real for a second. I love the monsoon. The chai, the pakoras, the romantic Bollywood vibes. It's a whole mood. But you know who doesn't love the monsoon? My hair. It's like the second a single drop of rain falls, my hair just decides to throw a massive party. And the theme is frizz. The humidity, the random downpours, the city pollution that gets mixed in with the rainwater. It's a recipe for a hair disaster. My hair gets limp, greasy at the roots, and looks like I've been electrocuted. It's not cute, but listen, after years of looking like a science experiment gone wrong every single rainy season, I finally cracked the code. I figured out the secrets, the hacks, the ultimate game plan to fight back against the monsoon madness. If you're wondering how to keep your hair healthy and frizz-free this rainy season, you're in the right place. We are not letting our hair get the best of us this year, okay? We're taking control, we're fighting back, and we're going to have the best hair day every day, rain or shine. And the best part? We're not about to break the bank or spend hours on complicated routines. I'm all about keeping it simple, effective, and natural. We're going to dive deep into some amazing natural remedies, easy-peasy routines you can actually stick to, and some game-changing tips that will make you look at the rainy season in a whole new light. So grab your notebook, maybe a cup of chai, and let's get ready to give our hair the love and protection it deserves. Let's do this. Alright, first things first, let's talk about the foundation of any good hair care routine, your shampoo and conditioner. Now I know it's tempting to just grab whatever's on sale, but during the monsoon, your hair needs a little extra TLC. Think of your regular shampoo as Clark Kent, but for the rainy season, you need Superman. You need to switch to a gentle, sulfate-free shampoo. Sulfates can be super harsh, stripping your hair of its natural oils, which, combined with the humidity, is basically an open invitation for frizz to move in and never leave. Look for shampoos with ingredients like neem, which is antibacterial, aloe vera for soothing, or tea tree oil to keep your scalp clean and happy. And what's a superhero without their trusty sidekick, your conditioner? After you shampoo, you absolutely need a hydrating conditioner to put that moisture back in and seal the deal. Look for ingredients like creamy coconut milk, rich shea butter, or luxurious argan oil. These are going to coat your hair strands and create a shield against that frizz-inducing humidity. But here's a pro tip my hairstylist gave me that changed my life. Only apply conditioner from the mid-lengths to the ends. Putting it on your scalp can weigh your hair down and make it greasy faster, which is the last thing we want when the air is already so heavy. So now that you have your superhero shampoo, how often should you actually use it? I used to think that because my hair felt greasy from the humidity, I should wash it every single day. Big mistake. Huge. Washing your hair too often can actually backfire, stripping away those essential oils I was just talking about, which then makes your scalp overcompensate by producing even more oil. It's a vicious, greasy cycle, my friends, and we are not about that life. The sweet spot is washing your hair about 2 to 3 times a week. This keeps your hair clean without sending your scalp into panic mode. However, there is one major exception to this rule, and it's a non-negotiable. If you get caught in the rain, and I mean properly drenched, not just a cute little drizzle, you need to wash your hair as soon as you get home. Rainwater isn't just pure, clean water falling from the sky, especially in the city. It's mixed with all sorts of pollutants and toxins from the atmosphere. Leaving that stuff in your hair can lead to scalp infections, dandruff, and serious damage. So, on those days, break the rule, hop in the shower, and give your hair a good, thorough cleanse to get all that gunk out. Okay, team, huddle up. I'm about to share a secret that is so simple yet so effective, it's going to blow your mind. We need to talk about how you dry your hair. For years, I did what everyone does. I'd get out of the shower, grab my big fluffy towel, and rub my hair like I was trying to start a fire. I thought the friction meant it was getting dry faster. What it actually meant was that I was roughing up my hair cuticles, causing breakage, and basically creating a welcome mat for frizz. Your hair is at its most vulnerable when it's wet, so you have to be gentle with it. So what's the solution? Ditch the regular towel. I want you to go into your closet and find an old, soft cotton t-shirt, or invest in a microfiber towel. These are game changers. Instead of rubbing your hair aggressively, you're going to gently squeeze and pat the excess water out. This method is so much kinder to your hair. It absorbs the water without creating all that friction, which means less breakage, smoother hair cuticles, and dramatically less frizz. Seriously, try this just once and you will see and feel an immediate difference. It's the easiest upgrade to your routine with the biggest payoff. I know. For some of us, our blow dryers and straighteners are like a security blanket. They make us feel polished and put together. But during the monsoon, heat styling is like pouring gasoline on a fire. The air is already humid, and then you're adding intense direct heat on top of that? It's a one-way ticket to dry, brittle, and damaged hair. The extreme heat sucks all the natural moisture out of your hair strands, making them weak and prone to snapping. This season is all about embracing our natural texture and giving our hair a much-needed vacation from all that heat. But look, I get it. Sometimes there's a big event, or you just really want that sleek look. If you absolutely must use a heat tool, you have to follow 2 golden rules. Rule number 1, never, and I mean never, use heat without a good quality heat protectant spray. Think of it as sunscreen for your hair. It creates a barrier that minimizes the damage. Rule number 2, turn the heat down. You don't need to have your straightener on the highest, most volcanic setting. A low to medium setting is more than enough to get the job done without completely frying your hair. Now, this might sound counterintuitive, especially when we're fighting greasy scalps, but trust me on this. Oiling your hair is one of the most nourishing things you can do for it during the monsoon. A good old-fashioned champy or head massage with oil is a tradition for a reason. It works. The humidity can make your hair strands swell up and look frizzy, but a good oil treatment helps to seal the hair cuticle and provide a protective layer, locking in moisture and locking out humidity. It's like giving your hair a deep conditioning drink. I recommend doing this once a week. My favorites are coconut oil, almond oil, or even castor oil if you want to promote some growth. Just take a little bit of oil, warm it up slightly. It feels amazing and helps the oil penetrate better. And then gently massage it into your scalp using your fingertips. Work the rest of it down through the lengths of your hair. Don't go crazy and drench your hair. A little goes a long way. Leave it in for about 30 to 45 minutes. You can wrap your hair in a warm towel for a spa-like treatment, and then wash it out with your gentle shampoo. Your hair will feel incredibly soft, shiny, and so much more manageable. Okay, I have a confession. I am guilty of this hair crime. I'll wash my hair, be in a hurry, and just twist it up into a tight bun or a ponytail while it's still soaking wet. It seems harmless, right? Wrong. So wrong. As we've established, your hair is at its absolute weakest when it's wet. The strands are stretched out and more elastic. When you tie them up tightly in that state, you're putting immense tension on the hair shafts and the roots. This can lead to serious breakage, and you'll start seeing all those little short flyaway hairs around your hairline. Not only that, but tying up wet hair creates a damp, warm environment on your scalp, which is the perfect breeding ground for fungus and bacteria. This can lead to dandruff, itchiness, and other lovely scalp issues that nobody has time for. So please, I'm begging you, let your hair air dry completely before you even think about tying it up. Let it breathe. If you're in a rush, use your microfiber towel to get as much moisture out as possible, and then let it hang loose. It's a simple change in habit that will save your hair from so much unnecessary stress and damage. After you've washed your hair and gently towel dried it, the next big challenge is detangling. And honestly, this is where a lot of us mess up. If you're grabbing a fine-toothed comb or a harsh brush and just ripping it through your wet hair from root to tip, you need to stop. Like right now. You are literally tearing and breaking your hair. I can almost hear the little snaps from here. Remember our mantra, wet hair is fragile hair. We have to be gentle. Your tool of choice for detangling should be a wide tooth comb. The wide spaces between the teeth of the comb glide through your hair much more easily, minimizing friction and preventing that awful tugging and pulling. And here's the technique that will save you a ton of breakage. Always start from the ends, don't go straight for the roots. Hold a section of your hair and gently comb through the last few inches to get the tangles out there first. Then, move up a few inches and comb down, and repeat until you reach your scalp. This method removes the knots from the bottom up, so the comb doesn't get stuck and cause a massive, hair-ripping tangle. We've talked a lot about our hair strands, but let's not forget where it all begins: the scalp. Think of your scalp as the soil in a garden. If the soil isn't healthy, the plants won't grow properly. The same goes for your hair. During the monsoon, the combination of humidity, sweat, and rainwater can create a not-so-pleasant environment up there. This can lead to clogged pores, product buildup, dandruff, and an itchy, oily scalp, which ultimately affects the health and growth of your hair. Keeping your scalp clean and dry is absolutely crucial. Now, we already said not to shampoo every day, so how do you keep your scalp fresh between washes? Let me introduce you to your new best friend, dry shampoo. If you feel your roots getting a little greasy or your scalp feels a bit grimy, a few spritzes of dry shampoo can work wonders. It absorbs that excess oil and gives your hair a little volume boost, helping you extend the time between washes while still feeling fresh. Just make sure you're using it correctly. Spray it at the roots, let it sit for a minute, and then massage it in or brush it out. A clean scalp is the foundation for beautiful monsoon hair. We can put all the best products on our hair, but if we're not fueling our bodies with the right stuff, it's like trying to build a house with flimsy materials. What you eat has a direct and massive impact on the health, strength, and shine of your hair. Your hair is primarily made of a protein called keratin, so it makes sense that a protein-rich diet is essential. Make sure you're getting enough protein from sources like eggs, nuts, lentils, chicken, or fish. This is literally the building block for strong, resilient hair that's less prone to breakage. But it's not just about protein. Your hair needs a whole cocktail of vitamins and minerals to thrive. Foods rich in iron and vitamin C, like spinach and citrus fruits, are amazing because vitamin C helps your body absorb iron, which is crucial for hair growth. Biotin, found in things like almonds and sweet potatoes, is famous for its hair-strengthening benefits. And don't forget your omega-3 fatty acids from walnuts or flax seeds to keep your scalp hydrated. And of course, the simplest tip of all, drink your water. Staying hydrated from the inside out is key for luscious, healthy hair. You guys know I love a good DIY session, and the best part is that your kitchen is probably already stocked with amazing natural ingredients that can solve your biggest monsoon hair problems. You don't need to spend a fortune on fancy treatments. For that annoying dandruff that loves to show up during the humid season, a simple mix of fresh lemon juice and aloe vera gel is a lifesaver. The lemon helps to cleanse the scalp and balance pH, while the aloe vera soothes any irritation. Just apply it to your scalp, leave it for 20 minutes, and wash it off. And what about the #1 enemy, frizz? I have the perfect mask for you. Mix a tablespoon of honey, which is a natural humectant that attracts moisture, with a few tablespoons of plain yogurt. The lactic acid in yogurt helps to smooth the hair cuticle. Whisk it together, apply it to your hair, let it sit for 30 minutes, and then rinse. For overall scalp health and to combat hair fall, a paste made from soaked fenugreek or methi seeds is an ancient remedy that works wonders. These simple natural solutions are powerful, affordable, and so good for your hair. I know some of you are trying to grow your hair out, and the idea of cutting it feels like a betrayal. I feel you. But hear me out. Getting regular trims is one of the most important things you can do, especially during the monsoon when it's more prone to damage. What we're fighting here are the dreaded split ends. A split end is literally the hair shaft splitting into pieces at the bottom, and once it starts, it can travel up the hair shaft, causing more damage. There is no product in the world that can magically fuse a split end back together. The only way to get rid of them is to cut them off. By getting a small trim every 6 to 8 weeks, you're nipping the problem in the bud before it gets out of control. You're not losing length, you're maintaining health. Removing those damaged ends makes your hair look instantly thicker and healthier, and it prevents those splits from causing further breakage. So book that appointment. A little snip is a huge step towards beautiful, healthy hair. We wouldn't go out in the rain without an umbrella or a raincoat to protect our clothes and our bodies. So why do we let our hair face the elements completely unprotected? We need to think of rain protection for our hair in the same way. The most obvious and effective method is, of course, a physical barrier. A good, sturdy umbrella is your first line of defense. If it's windy or you're just not an umbrella person, a stylish scarf, a cute cap, or a hoodie can do the trick. The goal is to minimize your hair's direct contact with the polluted rainwater. But we can add another layer of defense. Before you step out, even if it's not raining yet but just looks cloudy, apply a protective hair serum or a leave-in conditioner. These products coat the hair strands, creating an invisible shield. This shield not only helps to repel some of the moisture from the humid air, which fights frizz, but it also protects your hair from the harmful pollutants that are floating around. It's a simple 2-second step that can make a huge difference in how your hair holds up throughout the day. While your regular conditioner is great for daily maintenance, once a week during the monsoon, your hair totally deserves a spa day. It really needs a deep conditioning treatment or a hair mask. Think of this as a super concentrated, extra nourishing boost that goes way beyond what your daily conditioner can do. These masks are designed to penetrate deeper into the hair shaft to provide intense hydration, repair damage, and seriously tame that frizz. It's honestly like a tall glass of water for your thirsty, humidity-ravaged hair. You can totally buy amazing deep conditioning masks, but you can also whip one up right in your kitchen. One of my all-time favorites for the monsoon is a banana, honey, and coconut oil mask. Banana is rich in potassium and natural oils that soften the hair. Honey is a natural moisturizer, and coconut oil seals it all in. Just mash up one ripe banana, mix in a tablespoon of honey and a tablespoon of coconut oil. Apply it to your hair, leave it on for 30 minutes, and then wash it out. Your hair will be unbelievably soft, shiny, and frizz-free. Okay, this one is a tough pill to swallow for some, but it's so important. If you've been thinking about getting your hair colored or trying out a chemical straightening treatment like rebonding, or getting a perm, I am begging you to please wait until the monsoon is over. Your hair is already in a fragile and vulnerable state during this season. The constant humidity makes it more porous and susceptible to damage. Introducing harsh chemicals into the mix right now is honestly a recipe for disaster. These chemical treatments, even in the best of conditions, are incredibly drying and damaging to your hair. When you do them during the monsoon, the risk of extreme dryness, frizz, and breakage is magnified tenfold. Your hair just doesn't have the strength to handle that kind of stress right now. It's much better to focus on nourishing and strengthening your hair during these months. Wait until the weather is a bit more stable and your hair is in a healthier state before you undergo any major chemical transformation. Patience is a virtue, especially when it comes to hair health. You might think your hair care routine ends when you go to bed, but you'd be wrong. The way you sleep can have a huge impact on the health of your hair. Think about it. You spend about 6 to 8 hours every night with your hair pressed against a pillowcase. If you're sleeping on a standard cotton pillowcase, you might be unknowingly causing damage. Cotton fibers are actually quite rough, and as you toss and turn, they create friction against your hair. This friction roughs up the hair cuticle, which leads to tangles, frizz, and even breakage. The solution is a simple and luxurious swap switch to a satin or silk pillowcase. The smooth, silky surface of these fabrics allows your hair to glide over it with minimal friction. This means you'll wake up with fewer tangles, less frizz, and a much smoother hairstyle. It also helps your hair retain its natural moisture, as silk and satin are less absorbent than cotton. It feels incredibly fancy. It's great for your skin too, and it's a totally passive way to protect your hair while you sleep. It's the definition of beauty sleep. And that is a wrap! Phew, we covered a lot, but I promise you, it's all worth it. The monsoon doesn't have to be a season of bad hair days anymore. You are now officially armed with all the knowledge you need to fight back against the frizz, the grease, and the breakage. From picking the right shampoo and oiling your hair weekly to the life-changing t-shirt drying trick and sleeping on a silk pillowcase, you have a complete toolkit for monsoon hair success. It's all about being a little more gentle and a little more mindful of what your hair needs during this tricky season. With these simple tips and natural remedies, you can keep your hair healthy, shiny, and manageable all monsoon long. You can actually step outside, enjoy the rain, and not have to worry about your hair staging a rebellion on top of your head. It's about embracing the season, feeling confident, and knowing that you've got your hair care on lock. So go ahead, rock your gorgeous, healthy hair, and let the rain do its thing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you found these tips super helpful. Let me know your favorite rainy season hair care tip in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more natural beauty hacks. If you try any of these tips, especially the DIY masks, tag me in your pictures on Instagram. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.